Welcome back to another episode of Trucking Up. What's going on, everybody? I am supposed to be taking the day off, being that, you know, it's mine and my wife's 16th anniversary, 16th year anniversary. She left me a bunch of honeydews. But I also got me dues. I got things that I gotta do. Like go get this new trailer. Well, new to me, right? So I've said it before in a couple other videos. Let's open my gate here. We are swapping title for title my 2018 Curve 53 foot step deck. It's a full tilt step deck, but it's limited because it's got 12K axles, so I can't haul as much as I'd like to. Hold on just a second. I'm sorry, my addiction's a killer. I meant to put that in before I started the video. What are we gonna hit? We're gonna rub the tree. Oh well. But yeah, I'm limited because it's got 12K axles, two 12K axles. So I am trading up to a 53 foot Manic step deck. It's not a low pro. That's what I was wanting, but I'm not going to be picky right now. But it's a 53 foot Manic step deck. It's a Cali compliant spread. So the rear axle on the trailer spreads to a 10-2 spread, or you can slide the rear axle back up to just a regular tandem, which is how I'll run it most of the time. I don't really see any times where I'm really going to need to spread the axles on that trailer, being that I'm just a single axle. I'm still going to be limited on weight, but the increase in weight that I'll be able to carry will significantly help me out. Take Kansas the other day when I was trying to get out of there. There wasn't nothing coming out of there for a decent rate. I was looking for 24,000 and under. Well, I bumped it up to 30 and the load count went from like 28 to 500 and something loads, just by increasing it 6,000 pounds. So in that instance, it'll be a lot easier for me to get out of places like that, which normally I've never really had that much of an issue getting out of Kansas. You know, it's kind of a hit and miss deal. You know, it may be hot for a couple weeks and then cool off for a week or two. It just depends on the market, but yeah, the increase will definitely help me out a lot. I still want to haul light. You know, the lighter you are, the less fuel mileage you're burning. So, you know, if I could pull 20,000 down the road, 15,000 down the road, most definitely I'm going to take them loads over a 30,000 pound load. Just because I'm able to increase my weight doesn't mean I want to haul that weight. So yeah, I'm still going to be hauling, just kind of basically like I had this trailer, you know. Try to find good paying loads that don't weigh a lot, but when I need to, I'm able to carry the weight. So anyway, we're going to get down the road. I mean, I say get down the road, it's only like 15 minutes down the road where he lives, but we're gonna go down there and grab the trailer, bring it back to the house. What's going on, everybody? So, got the new trailer. New to me, at least. It's a really nice trailer. There's been a few little flaws with it. Well, really just one main flaw that I've had to fix, and I'll show you all that here in a minute. And it's just a temporary fix right now, because there's something else going wrong that I'll have to figure out. But yeah, I did a title for title swap. That 2018 curb built trailer, that full hydraulic tilt, but it only had a 25.9 GVWR, so that really limited me. But now I guess you could say I'm 90% real trucker, because I upped my apportion to 72. So 72 divided by 90, or divided by 80, is 90% of what a real trucker can haul. Anyway, this is it. It's a 2014 Manic 53 step deck with the Cali compliant spread axle. So, and it's in, I mean, the trailer is really in good shape. No rust, absolutely no rust anywhere. And I mean nowhere. The trailer did sit for a while. Honestly, I can't tell you how long the trailer sat in the yard over there where I picked it up. He just wasn't using it anymore. My trailer suited him better, so we did a swap. Hold on just a second. But yeah, flip that lever right there, pull the valve, releases the pins, and the tires will slide back all the way. It'll raise the deck up to, I guess, what you could call dock height. Because like right now, you know, obviously this wouldn't slide back because of that, right? But when you flip that, it'll raise it up, and this raises up to about there. The dock will be, or the deck will be raised up like this high, this much higher. But it has a few little dings in it, right? This little panel right here, and then a little divot right there. Really no other spots in the aluminum. Oh, it is as y'all can see, a steel frame aluminum deck. So it's what I guess they call it, a hybrid. There's some boards. Honestly, you know, all these boards could be changed out, but really, I mean, just this board right here that runs from here to that other bad spot up there, and then this board right here from here up there. But these have, I don't know why they did it this way. I mean, only Manac would know, but they used the Torx head screw on all the aluminum, and then these are riveted. I don't know if y'all can see. So I have to drill them out, which I can go to the hardware store and pick up some deck screws, like actual trailer deck screws, and you know, pull these out, and I could basically use the same holes to set the screws in. Sorry for the wind, but yeah, I mean, it's a nice trailer. All the lights work. It has the ability for containers, the container locks. You can haul 220s, or you can haul a 40-foot. It came with this donut track right here, and then of course the ramps. Two sets of 23.5 HD ramps, with the little middle brackets, and of course the hangers for 2 ramps and them 2. So I'm gonna have to order, well, I'm gonna try to take a trip, take a load up to Ohio and stop by Mighty, and I can get them to, or not them, I can get the hangers for this, which will go on this side. I'll end up putting them on this side, and then the 2 aluminum hangers that I have for these 2 ramps, I have them up at the welder's shop. They're like 27 inches long. These ramps are only 20 inches long, or 20 inches wide. So I'm having them narrow it down to, I think 20, I think I told them 22, something like that. But basically, instead of being out here and then the ramps being able to slide all the way back and forward, it'll be to about right here, and the ramps won't be rattling around. And then of course I'll have to get the stakes to turn the, you know, to use these as load levelers, right? He didn't have them, so it's basically almost like a pipe stake that'll go in here, and then you slide the ramp, you know, in on both sides, and then they have these little H brackets that sit up on top, and you can put a 4x4 or whatever across the top, chain it down. So I'll have to do that. The only thing this trailer didn't come with was a toolbox. So right now I'm having to move some stuff around. Of course, the ramps, 2 of the ramps go right here. The brackets for them ramps, like I said, are up at the welder shop right now. And then I'll order 2 more ramps, which I'll put right here. I'm sorry. The ramps that were on here were right here. So these are getting shortened, and then them 2 ramps will go in there. That way I could slide my winches back and forth. That's the reason I was shortening them. These, I'm moving this back one, and then this one I'm gonna move forward. That way I could set a toolbox right here. And I have the toolbox over here. So I just went to Northern Tool, got a 60-inch box, and then had to build a little bracket to set the box on to mount up underneath there. So yeah, I feel like I got it for a steal. Some of the ones I'm looking at truck paper for this year model are going up around 40, 45 right now. You can find a few cheaper, but they're not in as good shape as this is. So I feel like I got a good deal. This has kind of been my plan the whole time. You know, I thought about getting another truck. If I got another truck with tandems, or if I converted that to tandem, then I would be still limited because of the trailer I did have, right? So I wanted to get the trailer first and then turn around and make up my decision, or make my mind up on whether or not I want to convert this to tandem or get another truck. Right now, with the fuel mileage I'm getting on that, yeah, it gets annoying living out of a flat top for 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks at a time. But I get used to it, and it don't bother me that often, you know, that bad. So right now, I'm probably gonna keep the truck. Even if I get another truck, I'm keeping that truck. probably not going to sell it. It's got a good motor in it. Here pretty soon it'll have a good transmission in it, a newer transmission, or a new rebuilt transmission. The only thing that'll be lacking on that truck is the drive. You know, it still has the old drive in it. What are you doing out here, mama? She has been holding out. All the other chickens have gotten carried off by, we got, you know, a lot of foxes out here, coyotes, stuff like that. But she is a trooper. She's a little American game hen. But yeah, plan was to get the trailer first, decide what I'm gonna do on the truck. I really ain't made up my mind yet on whether I'm gonna tandem this truck, or eventually I will tandem this truck regardless, because this will be a spare, whether I get a new truck or not, or I say new, I'm not buying new, unless I plan on building a fleet. That would be the only way I'd buy new. I don't plan on building a company driver based fleet. When I start growing, I'll grow with lease ops, or owner ops, leased on. But anyway, that's it. I guess I'll show y'all the finished product once I get the toolbox mounted and everything else. It's not gonna work, not on this side, so I'm gonna have to go to the other side. Might be wondering, why don't you just mount the bracket to the frame, slide your box in? Don't work like that. Not with this one, at least. This box is 18 tall, and from here to here, from here to here is shy of 18 inches. And then on top of that, if I wanted to go all the way against the frame, I still have these bolts right here holding the cross members, which would also be in the way. So I'm having to top hang it. But I guess, I don't know, I guess my measurements were off. I thought I was thought it set in a little bit further than what it did. So I'm gonna have to mount it on the other side. Alright, I know it's dark, but I have it mocked, so I'm gonna have to mark my spots on the box on all of the cross members. That way I know I drill in the right spot, and then
pull it back off. I'm gonna go ahead and pre-drill the holes in the toolbox. I also have a so there's a piece of angle iron in the back that goes all the way across that's welded. That'll be bolted to the frame, well, to the cross member frame rails. And then in the front side, technically you don't need it because of the because it's supported right here, right? But I got a strip of metal that will hit three of the cross members. So I'm going to pre-drill up here, pre-drill through that piece of metal, and then I'll bolt it on up underneath. So it'll be bolted on the angle iron, through the toolbox and angle iron into the cross member in the back. Of course, I can't bolt anything right here, but it'll be sitting against the frame rail right there, so it, it can't fall back. And then it'll be supported here and here, and then I got the angle iron up underneath that's notched out, so it's sitting flush against the bottom of the toolbox. So if I'm putting, if it gets too heavy in there, the box isn't going to sag. And then of course the the metal strip across the front, going through the strip, the box, and the cross member. So it's getting too dark to film anything. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go ahead and mark it up. Mark all the frame rails, or all the cross members on the toolbox. And then, like I said, I'm gonna pre-drill everything when it's out here. That way I'm not in the toolbox trying to drill up through and then missing a cross member and all that kind of stuff. That way, when everything's said and done, I'll stick it back up underneath there, line a couple holes up, put some grade 8 bolts through, and then all the other holes will be lined up. Just put my bolts in it and tighten them up, and we'll be good to go. This was, of course, the most important thing I wanted to get on the trailer before I hit the road, because I can't store everything in that. I mean, I guess I could, but I don't really want to. My jack, my fluids, stuff like that, extra straps, all my 2-inch regis straps, and of course the extra 4-inch straps, which I'm thinking about changing. Whenever the straps go bad, I'm thinking about going to 3-inch straps. Still use them on the same winch, but they're rated for the same as 4-inch. They're not as big, not as heavy. In my opinion, I don't see anything. Maybe I'm wrong. If I am, someone that's more experienced than me, correct me. But the only thing I could see possibly worse with a 3-inch compared to a 4-inch is like on ISO board or something like that, kind of digging into it a little more. But that's what you have V boards for, edge protectors for. Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to get this on, that way I could put all my straps in, my jack, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, like I said, it's getting too dark, losing light. We'll holler at y'all later. Y'all like my little in the time lapse how I was working the jacks? Anyway, I ended up mounting it right there, and I took one of them and brought it over so I could mount the other set of ramps on the other side. That was a pain in the butt. That was a major pain in the butt, but finally got it. And then I was able to fit the tarps in there, which is nice. They're sitting on top of the Dunnage 4x4s. Like I said, I gotta get these cleaned out. That way they will pull up. They're just kind of stuck in there because of all this little rock. But let me show y'all real quick the issue I was having with the air system. Maybe someone out there that watches this will know. This ain't fun on the rocks. But anyway, so what was happening is whenever I supplied air to the trailer with the red knob, it would dump out of the little rubber, like little flapper right here on the emergency dump side. The way, to me, it was acting like at one time this trailer had a dump valve and that dump valve was activated. But this trailer don't have a dump valve. But the way it's plumbed is I have my supply that comes over into the IE side of the leveling valve, and then the C1 comes over to the distribution block, which also supplies air to the back side. Along with that side comes over to the distribution block too, which provides air to the back. The trailer's only got leveling valves on the front axle. That controls the air in the rear bags also. But what I had to do is I had to take and put a valve in here to kill the supply to the emergency dump. What was weird is, like I said, when you operate this trailer to slide that tandem, there's a valve you turn on, and then you pull the knob, which releases your pins. But when you turn that valve, it airs the bags all the way up. This stops leaking right here. When you do that, it stops leaking. The bags will air all the way up. You can pull your knob to undo the pins, and you can slide. It also locks the rear axle, the brakes on the rear axle, and you can slide that rear axle forward and back, which it slides easy, super easy. I can go in and kill the air supply to the trailer, come back here, release the valve, that way it unlocks the brakes, and the trailer will lower back down to ride height and it won't leak. But as soon as I apply air pressure back to the trailer with the red knob, it starts leaking and dumping the bags. So like I said, I just come here, come off the supply that follows over and comes to right here, and I just put a ball valve right there. And then if I want to dump the bags, I just have to crawl under, which I might end up taking this, getting some more red line, and moving this somewhere like out to this side, because I can turn this on, which supplies air, and it'll start dumping the bags. But oh, ugh, rocks suck. But yeah, that's the issue I'm having with it. Now that I have that ball valve in there, ooh, it don't leak anymore. Man, I got sunburnt like crazy, and it was hot. It was like 100 degrees down here today. Good thing is, the wind's blowing, so it's a deceiving heat. If you're not drinking water, you end up getting heat stroke. You gotta continually drink that water. But yeah, anyway, that's the trailer. That's what we're gonna be rolling with. I gotta run it down now that I got that fixed. I gotta run it down in the morning and get it inspected, because this thing ain't been inspected in like 2 years. So I'll get an inspection on it and we're good to go. Oh, the brackets should be ready tomorrow too. So I'll pick them up. That'll allow me to put 2 of the ramps back on the trailer for now. I can carry them other 2, but like I said, I don't want to be strapping them things down and having to move them and whenever you're getting loaded. And what happens if I get a full load, which has happened before, and you know, takes up the whole trailer? Then where do you put them? So anyway, the new trailer, new to me. I'm happy with it. I'm really happy with it. We'll holler at y'all later. I'm supposed to go get a shower and I'm gonna make me something to eat. Later, everyone.